Hello, welcome back, my favorite movement enthusiasts, to another episode of peak efficiency exercises, which has become my favorite series on this channel. Because not only do I get to break down my favorite exercises, but also use the most effective exercises that I have gathered over the past decade. So if you're ready, let's go and have some fun. Now, once again, today's peak efficiency exercise is going to be one that I practice every single day. Not only because it is a full body mobility exercise that works our hips, our glutes, our back, and basically every single muscle in our entire body, both through a combination of strength, control and flexibility, but also because it helped me get rid of a lot of tension and a lot of problems, and I use it basically every single day in the morning to limber and loosen up every single joint combined with every single muscle. So let's break this down step by step and see what we need to get through this whole thing together. Now, as you can see, the first challenge for this exercise is being able to get into a seated, resting or deep squat position and being very comfortable sitting in that. If you don't know how to do that, here is a step-by-step guide on how you can get there. Now, if you're already capable in getting into a resting squat, now we're gonna start with the hip rotations. Number one, we need internal hip rotation, just like so, and that is a move we should be practicing all by itself, moving from internal hip rotation on one side to internal hip rotation on the other side. The good thing about this is we're rolling over our toes. Now we're working on ankle flexion as well as extension. Later on, we have internal hip rotation, which also means we have rotational forces on our knees. Even though our knees are not rotational joints, that still means that we're strengthening our knee joints in conjunction with our hip and ankle joints. So now we've taken care of hip, knee and ankle mobility all in one single move. The next thing we need is combining internal rotation, and now we get to the ankle extension part. We're rolling over our toes, lengthening our tibialis, lengthening our ankle, and now we've taken care of pretty much everything you need for your ankle mobility itself. Internal rotation here, and now we're gonna combine external rotation on the other side, meaning we're gonna put that leg externally down all the way, just like so. Now, this is basically a 90-90 sitting position, already a pretty amazing exercise for mobility. So if you can, after you learn how to go through internal rotation all by itself, now you can start combining internal with external rotation, just like so. Take your time, go through the movement for a minute or two, and add as much range of motion as you can, meaning you want to bring both legs into complete contact with the ground. And before we advance anywhere from here, we need to be able to fully control this movement. At first, you're going to probably need your hands, and you're going to require a lot of strength in your hip flexors and your abdominals to sit yourself back up, which means that we already added another control and strength factor to this entire thing, which is why these exercises are peak efficiency exercises. We have so many things that we go through that we benefit from just one single drill, routine or exercise. So now we can add a little bit of endurance as well. Going through this for 2 or 3 minutes at a time without taking a break is going to be absurdly beneficial for your hip flexors, for your quads, and basically for your entire lower body mobility in general, as well as your control. So now that we've gone through this, we can start adding a little bit more of spinal rotation. There we go, internal rotation, external rotation. Now we're going to turn our upper body to the side. We're going to leverage our understanding of physics basically to push us deeper into a rotation. Let me give you a better perspective here. So right arm over the left leg, hand down to the ground. Now we're gonna push our upper body, rotating our lumbar spine deeper and deeper and deeper to the side. Now we're also stretching our obliques as well, meaning we've gone through flexibility all the way up to our chest, including our lumbar spine and our abdominal musculature. Once we've added this, we're gonna turn around, switch to the other side, and now we're gonna cross over left arm, right leg. and turn our upper body deeper and deeper and deeper into this rotation. We're also gonna add some neck rotation as well. So now we have our entire spine going through rotational movements, loosening up, limbering up, getting rid of any tension, any pain we have there that is connected to tightness, which is already an amazing benefit to have. And we're gonna do this a handful of times until we have mastered this move perfectly. Turn your upper body and your head, reverse, and repeat to the other direction. And now basically all that's missing is the last part of this exercise. We're gonna start once more in a deep squat position. And if you're doing this for the first time, slow down, take your time. We've got internal rotation and the right leg rolling over our toe, ankle extension, external rotation in the left leg, all the way down. And now we're gonna turn our upper body. And this is why we're levering our body with our arm first. So we have more and more flexibility to grab all the way around here. And once we are extended in our upper body, now we're gonna slowly move down, face to the ground. What's really important here is your legs and your knees are not supposed to leave the ground whatsoever, which means that you're only gonna go as low as you can. Once you notice your knee starts leaving, that is already too far. And from here, you're gonna work your way deeper and deeper and deeper into that stretch. And you're gonna notice even more rotation in our spine. We have an insanely amazing stretch in our quadriceps and hip flexors, especially if we work on this actively, meaning we are flexing our posterior chain, pushing us deeper into this complete rotation. We're gonna hold here for a handful of seconds and then slowly take your time, upper body upright, turn sideways. And if you're already at this level, you should 100% be able to reverse this entire movement without needing your hands for help. That means that you've done all the steps before, so you can finally move on to this one where we use our own body strength, our own body control to turn sideways, get down as low as we can, even more stretch in our tibialis, even more force pushing our ankle into extension, which means that over time we are going to be amazing at going through ankle extension and flexion as well. Upper body upright first, and then use your own strength, your own control to reverse this entire movement. Now I would suggest combining both static holds at the deepest level of this exercise for like 10 to 20 seconds. It really feels amazing to just take a break down here, take a couple of deep breaths, and then reverse the movement, get into the other side, and hold once more for 10 to 20 seconds. And combine those static holds with dynamic repetitions of this exercise. Move to the left, touch down, upright, move to the right, touch down, and upright. In between sets, we're going to pull our shoulders in, open our arms, pushing our legs backwards, which is over time going to help us get even deeper into this position. And we're going to flex our spine, rounding our back, and hold this statically for a handful of seconds. Now, of course, in between, you can also just limber up your legs before you move back into the deep squat position once more. And now we're going to add a last level to this exercise by using some weight at chest height, adding even more of a strength component to this exercise. Start with a very low weight. If you have a kettlebell, that would be amazing. If you don't, any sort of weight will do. Heck, if you have a bottle of water that you can fill up, that's more than enough to start out with. And we're gonna do the same thing again. Internal rotation, roll over your toes. External rotation, turn your upper body, hand down, and chest and face down all the way. Now we're gonna require a little bit more strength to get up here, grab, reverse the entire movement, all the way to the other side. Right hand down, chest and face down, hold. You're gonna notice if your knee leaves, that means you're too deep. If it doesn't, it means you can go down all the way, get up here, and reverse the entire movement. Take short breaks between every set, go through multiple sets, if you can do this every single day, I can guarantee your hip mobility is going to be absolutely amazing. You're gonna be able to get into pancake folds. You're gonna be able to get into forward or front splits and all kinds of shenanigans that are really amazing and that require strength, control, and flexibility. These are gonna help you advance with those, and all you need now is something that's gonna add a little bit of posterior chain flexibility as well, which means that you can check out this exercise routine going through a peak efficiency drill with the Cossack squat or stretch. So you've taken care of basically 90% of the mobility requirements of your entire body. But with that said, sadly, once again, that's all the time I have left for you today. However, if you like the video and subscribe, and please check out other videos on this channel because we literally have new ones every single day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Captain Cairo, peace out.